our last Frankfurter meal. I'm wondering if you can guess what we're going to do with the ingredients I have out here. So we are actually going to stuff manicotti with hot dogs, mozzarella, and ricotta, and top it with marinara. And we're going to bake it. We're not going to cook the shells first. So basically, hot dogs I'm going to cut into quarters. Same with the string cheese or the mozzarella string cheese. I'm going to take a knife and kind of put it in the ricotta. Try to get a teaspoon of ricotta in there to make it creamier on the inside. Then we're going to bake it. We're going to wrap it in foil, and then we're going to bake it. So the first thing I need to do is I need to start slicing up hot dogs and string cheese. So let me get to it. Okay, our hot dog is about the same length as our manicotti shell. So I'm not going to cut it in half. I'm just going to cut it lengthwise into quarters, I think. Let's see. All right, our mozzarella cheese also about the same length. I started in halves, as you can tell, just to see how much room there was. And let me see, there's still a lot of room in there. So I think I'm just going to do halves. And I'm actually going to take those out, put the ricotta cheese in first, and then the hot dog and cream mozzarella cheese. Let's see how that works. I just used a butter knife to put the ricotta down in there. Some of it did kind of slide out on the hot dog. I just pushed it back down in there. But there was not enough room for a half a stick of the mozzarella. I don't know if you can see that very good. So I did a quarter stick. So that's going to do half a wiener, quarter stick of mozzarella, and I'm going to say there's probably about 2 teaspoons of the ricotta because I obviously didn't measure it. Let's get these all stuffed. And our manicottis are stuffed. So I am not very good at cutting a straight line is what I found out. But I did end up in most of these getting a half of a wiener and half of that mozzarella stick. There's a few, like when I first started, that was almost like maybe a third or a fourth of the cheese. So I don't know if I ended up started putting less ricotta cheese in there, which gave more room, or what, but I didn't really care. I just wanted the combination of the cheeses to make it creamy and my hot dog. I've got my baking dish out, and now I'm going to put down some marinara sauce. I got some roasted garlic parmesan that needs to be used, and the other one is roasted garlic herb. And I need to make sure I have enough to cover the noodles completely, because remember, we didn't cook them. They're going to cook in the sauce. All right, that's probably between a quarter and a half a cup. I didn't measure, it was what was left in the jar. I'm going to place my manicotti in there and then top it with the rest. All right, the manicotti's down. Next up, a whole jar of roasted garlic and herb marinara sauce, whatever kind you like. Ooh, that looks good. And here's a little trick my mom taught me. When you've got a jar with a little bit left, you put a little bit of water, you shake it up so you can dump out the last little bits to get extra goodness, I guess. So you don't waste anything. All right. I believe the shells are well covered. I'll take a closer look. If not, I'll just move some of the sauce around. Like I see a little bit right there. I'll just move the sauce around a little bit to make sure we have coverage. Then I'm going to cover it with foil, put it in a 400 preheated oven, probably about 45 minutes, I think. But I'll let you know. I'm going to keep track of it so I can tell you. Let's get this cooking and see what it tastes like. Oh my goodness, I forgot the last thing. I guess I was in such a hurry to put in the oven. Shredded mozzarella cheese, that's about a cup. Put as much as you like. I really was tempted to just put the rest of the bag because I don't have much left. But I thought, by the time I do, that's probably like 2 cups. So when I go to check this, because I will check it and take the foil off, maybe like the last 15 to 30 minutes, I might add a bit more. But for now, this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to cover it with foil and stick it in the oven. Okay, I did check the manicotti at 45 minutes, and I didn't feel it was quite done enough, so I added 10 more minutes. Now I'm going to sprinkle on some Parmesan. Parmesan added, back in the oven for 10 more minutes. It's done. I'm hoping that I did this right, and the manicotti pasta shells are done all the way. It's still bubbling. We're going to let it cool before we taste test. All right, I am back for the taste test. It still looks really hot. I see steam coming out. Let me kind of taste it and make sure. Okay, I just took a little bit of the noodle off, and yeah, it's done. I think it's cold enough. All kinds of cheesy goodness. Just in case I do get a bite that's too hot. I don't want to burn my mouth here. Not sure I got any wiener part in that, but the rest of it tastes. All right, we're gonna get a part with the hot dog in it. All right, taste test number 3. I am not disappointed. Yep, it's quiet because I'm chewing. That is pretty darn good. Not as quick as some of the others, but this is probably one of my favorites. I'm not even sure why I thought of it. I think I needed to use the manicotti noodles. But, and who doesn't like sauce and cheese? Whew. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish my dinner. This was really good. So I just want to show some ideas of what you can do for quick, easy, and possibly even a little bit cheaper meals while we prepare for the holidays and the onslaught of buying all kinds of food, presents for Christmas, that kind of stuff. Because we ran out of time and we don't want to cook. And, you know, maybe you can do something with hot dogs like I've done. Come home, throw it all in a pan, get it ready. You save money from going out, quick, easy, and actually, if you like hot dogs, these are all delicious. This is Tina, the girl in the garden, and I want to thank you very much for sticking around and watching my Frankfully November, and hopefully I've given you some ideas on how to use hot dogs. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. Share with family and friends, and comment below if you have an unusual recipe that you put hot dogs in. And I'll see you next time. Bye.